Brad, I'm guessing as a coach, you're going to see a lot of things that need to be cleaned up in that game. But how bad did you need a game like that where you're competitive from start to finish and close one out?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of room for improvement in some areas, but we kept battling, getting the lead, which was great to see. Even the first period, it's frustrating because we have a decent period there, and they get 3 chances and 2 are in our net, and one's just it's a bad face-off read. We make a bad mistake there, and then another one's an effort play, which is frustrating, and we can't have that. When you're trying to scratch a claw and get back to the win column, it's going to take every guy, and we can't have one passenger. So, yeah, there's certainly things that we need to clean up, but happy for the guys to get the win.
You seem to have a real physical presence tonight, maybe finishing checks a little bit more than I've noticed lately. Andrew Peak maybe was at the forefront of that. Can you comment on the impact that had on the game?
Well, you certainly like to see us more physical. Still some of the stuff at the puck that we got to get better at. That's those 3-on-3 scrums in the corners, and they're coming out with them clean, and that's the stuff that we got to get better at. We can't, once we're in them, if they're going to come out, they got to come out with somebody on them. They can't come out clean, and that causes a little bit of problems. But I think the guys are trying to be a bit more physical tonight, which was good. We had talked about it, so good to see.
Yeah, and the save Korpi makes at the end of the second period, it protects obviously a pretty tight game at that point. Can you, the lift that provided?
Yeah, huge save. So thrilled for Korpi just because he's had a year. He really has, and a lot of crazy things have happened. And felt like last game he found his rhythm again, settled in, and he had another solid game here tonight. It's good to see him get in the win column there, and you're going to see that save on a few highlights I think tonight.
Thanks, Brad.
Next we'll go to Mark Scheig. Go ahead, Mark.
Thanks, Todd. Brad, the win tonight puts your team back at 500. Everything that you've been through in the last little bit, playing poor hockey, the fact that you're there, how much confidence can that give you knowing that if you get a little bit of a winning streak going, that maybe things can get back going in the right direction?
Yeah, I'm just gonna digest this one first, and nobody cares, and we're not playing the victim here, but we've been through a lot of crazy stuff like a lot of teams are going through. So it's just trying to find that chemistry and some pace to your game again, and some continuity with some lines, and hopefully, knock on wood here, we can stay healthy and from obviously COVID and injuries and get something rolling here. So get a day off tomorrow, have a good practice here, and then home to Chicago.
And Brad, specifically tonight, you had multiple leads, 2-0 and 3-2. And your team was able to find a way to hold on tonight. Just what was different about tonight that they were able to come out on top, where in the past they weren't able to hold some leads?
Oh, I don't know. I think we kept getting the lead, which is a good sign. There was some momentum swings for sure. They certainly didn't last nearly as long as some of these other games, so that's a good sign. When you're not winning a lot, you get tentative, and it's a dangerous way to play when you're not crisp, when you're not on your toes, when you're not trying to execute and make plays. For all the right reasons, I think teams you never coach them, tell them to sit back. I've never heard a coach tell a team to sit back, and nor will I ever do that. But sometimes that's the tendency when you haven't won, and you just want to make sure you're in the right spot. And stationary players, that can be a dangerous thing. So they stuck with it tonight. They did, and it was great to see that they get to celebrate and listen to that song they got there in their room and have a few smiles.
Can you share the song?
I don't even know what it is. You have to ask them. I hear the song. I don't know what it's called though.
Thanks,
and I'm not going to sing it for you. So.
Next we'll go to Jeff Svoboda. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Lars. I asked after the game the other night just about the special teams, and just a night like this, you get a power play goal, which really gets you going. You get some good penalty kills. I mean, just how important is that in a game when you actually do win that special teams battle?
Yeah, it's the difference, right? I mean, first unit there got one there early, which was huge. Executed, real nice play. Penalty kill. They fought through it. They got through it there, and Korpi made some big saves when he had to. Again, it's the timing of these saves that that are huge. And you know, he did a real good job of making some timely saves to keep the penalty kill on track there. So ends up being a difference, and it's huge for us.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask, you mentioned the first unit there. First time, I think, since November that you had all 5 guys there that were there at the start of the season with, you know, Line been hurt, Bjorky out, Wierenski out. Just how important is it to get that group together? And it's looked pretty dangerous when it's been together, so it's got to be nice to have them all back out there.
Yeah, and this is what part of the challenge is, right? To keep your chemistry and continuity. And, you know, you expect injuries and different things, but, you know, COVID adds a different wrinkle when they're out for extended period of time and not able to skate. It's tough because the league's not waiting, and you're having to play. And so hopefully we can get something rolling here and get some practice time and feel good about ourselves and find a way to win another hockey game here.
Yeah, and you've talked a lot about Jake Voracek the last couple of days, just with the 1,000th game. But I mean, he had such a big impact on this game. A couple more primary assists. I mean, just how it had to be kind of cool to see him get the recognition he deserved. But he's also still a pretty good player out there and brought a lot tonight.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of talking about Jake, to be honest with you. You guys keep asking me about him. Thrilled for him, though. He ended up being a real big part of this game for us. Like you said, 2 primary assists, makes some great plays for us. You know, he's a passionate hockey player. He loves to play, and you can see it. He hates losing. He's an important guy for us, and you know, happy to see him in this game, the magnitude and of the milestone, and he was able to contribute and help for the win. It's great.
Thank you.
Next we'll go to Bailey Johnson. Go ahead, Bailey.
Hey, Brad. You had Cole Sillinger out there on the penalty kill a little bit, and then again there late when they had Blackwood pulled. How has he been able to build that trust for you to have him out there in those key moments?
Yeah, I talked to Cole, I don't even know what it was, maybe a week, 10 days ago about that. And he's done it before, and you know, it's an opportunity to grow his game, get more ice time. And I asked him if he can do it. He said, yeah. So he's slowly earning trust in that area too. He was out there 6-on-5 also, and battling hard. You know, he wins that puck battle on the wall right by our bench, which is it's messy, but he gets it done. And that's, you know, that's his competitiveness, that drive that I love watching when as the game ramps up, you can see that he's excited to get out there. And I'm not sure so many guys are. Sometimes they're thinking empty net. He's out there because he wants to win the hockey game and get it done. And you know, he beat the heck out of it. I think that shift once he got it out, but he got it done. He got the job done. So, you know, those moments, they're big for a young player to get through it and have success. And he's starting to add that with his penalty kill too.